going to make the Great Escape? Just who the hell do you think you people are? We're going to get out of this union. Who are you? We'll be the first European country to get our freedom back. You all laughed at me. Well, I have to say, you're not laughing now, are you? We don't want to be governed by you. We want to govern ourselves. You've got your plan. You want a United States of Europe. You want your army. You want everyone to join the euro. You want to get rid of the nation states. We are just a damned nuisance. And add to that, as Mr Verhofstadt said, the European elections. You don't want me coming back here or hordes of Eurosceptics coming back here. So there is a simple solution, and that is that the British request to extend is vetoed at that European summit. We leave on March the 29th. Most of the preparations have been done. Even if there are a few short-term bumps in the road, we leave and both you and we can get on with the rest of our lives. That is the only neat solution ahead of us.
Now, the shocking Brexit that took place in 2016 won't compare to the more shockingly Euro exit that will take place throughout the entire European Union. That's right, the European Union won't be unionized. It will unravel from the seams. And the heads of state, those prospective leaders within those countries, will go to their corners of their nation and revalue their own currency. That's right. GCR, global currency reset, will take place there as well. They will revalue up, revalue down from the euro, and most countries will come out ahead, especially Germany. Germany will have more of the gold than all of those nations. And as we know, the old saying goes, he who has the gold makes the rules. And Germany will once again make the rules, not just for its own nation, but the whole world. That's right. History will repeat itself once again. We all must realize that Germany's ancestry is pretty much from Nineveh, ancient Nineveh, on to Assyria, and then to the Germanic people. And we find that prophecy that will take place within the Middle East, beginning with Iraq, spreading throughout the Middle East and all the global community, where the Creator says in Isaiah 23:17, at the end of 70 years, the Lord will deal with Tyre. She will return to her lucrative prostitution and will ply her trade with all the kingdoms on the face of the earth. Now, this is not the 70 years that Israel, ancient Israel, was placed into captivity, noted in the book of Jeremiah. This is a different 70 years that begins from the time of the end of World War II, when the European Union and the United States and the UK recognized Israel in 1948, May 14th. Now, the scriptures say 70 years, but it's not 2018. We are in 2019. Why? Because it says at the end of 70 years. That's right, right up to 71 years or before, which begins May 14th, 2019. These times cannot be refuted. It will take place. The riches of the world, the global currency reset, will begin throughout the entire world, and it will be visible for all nations to see. They will break out in riches like no other nations ever in the history of mankind. And England, all of these countries will prosper for a while. It will seem that we are all getting along, but this is an unholy union. As we note, the revalue of the currencies will disperse the European Union, yet they will come back together and be united once again. Now, England needs to get her senses back. See, she has lost her identity. When you lose your identity, you lose your way. United States lost its identity as well. These are brothers, of course. They are Ephraim, which is England, and Manasseh, which is the single greatest country on the face of the earth, the two sons of Joseph, Joseph being the son of Jacob, which had 12 sons. All of these nations are brothers, and they will come together as one until they get too fat and lazy, where they lose their identity once again. Now, we can all thank God for the current leadership that we have within President Trump. And the European Union will recognize that as a time where United States once again is meant out to be the single greatest nation on the face of the earth. Unfortunately, right now for Theresa may the Lord bless her hand and guide and direct her, but her name may spell the end of her time. It could go two ways. Theresa May end in May, meaning her time running and ruling the nation, leading the UK, may come to an end. Or it may prosper if she makes the right choice and the right decisions. No matter what happens at the end of March, pretty much the 29th, which their currency states will revalue, and it's a new currency altogether, and you have Basel III come to fruition. It doesn't matter whether they say we're going to stay or go, they are going to go, it will end, and the nations throughout the Middle East will break forth. This greatest transfer of wealth will be seen. Will you be a part of it? And what will you do with your portion? The eyes of the Lord are upon you to do what is right and good and pleasing in His sight before it all fades to dark and the European Union revitalized once again. I wrote back within the book titled, What You Should Do Before the Tribulation Age of 42. Going back to Super Bowl 42, Eli Manning and Tom Brady. Super Bowl 42 will go down as the biggest upset in sports history. However, more tragic in scope, another upset will soon shake up and shock the globe. The world's current superpower, you can call them the Patriots, United States, will lose its life to a new up-and-coming superpower giants, the United States of Europe. That's right. We will soon fade to black. But right now, God has revitalized our colors with our new leadership under President Trump. May the Lord bless His leadership to continue as long as the Lord's will. And may we all stand behind Him and pray for our nation and all of its leaders throughout the global community.